Hi everyone. So you decided to visit Japan and this your first time or you're just interested in my experience? Well, this video is for you. I'm going to tell you some tips that might help for your trip. So keep watching. So for my first tip, I recommend to use Google Maps. If you are in big cities like Osaka or Tokyo, I recommend to use Google Maps. First of all, you can see where you are, and the second of all, you can see where you want to go and how you get there. Let me show you how it works. So I'm going to open Google Maps on my iPad, but of course you can use it also on your iPhone, and you can also do it on your other Androids like a computer or a tablet. So for example, I'm going to stay in Shibuya Excel Hotel, and I'm going to Roping Hills. So here are you can go with the car or with the train or walking. And with the train, you can see there are different options from Ginza line to and Shingola line or Fengshin line. I don't know how to pronounce it. Shingola line. If you click on it, you can see how many stops there are. There are 2 stops, and when the train goes and when the train's arrived. And you can also see how many minutes you have to walk. So here you can see the route. Here you can see you have to walk, and then you can have to go to the yellow light, and then you have to go to the green line, and then it will end at the train station, and then from the train station you have to walk again. Let me show you another example. I'm staying at the Shibuya Excel Hotel. I'm going to Mei Shrine. And this one is pretty easy. You can also see again how many minutes you have to walk, and when it goes and when it's arrived. From Yamanote line, I'm going to click on it, and it sees just like the other one. Don't worry if you miss your train. It will show you immediately which options there are more. And that's how easy it is. For my second tip for traveling to Japan is the metro, especially when you travel to big cities like Tokyo. The train system there is very well organized. They're right on time, and they travel very often. To use them, you need a Suica card or a Pasmo card. We use a Suica card. This is what it looks like. You can get the cards at major train stations or at Narita Airport in Tokyo if you land there. You can get those in the ticket office. This is what a ticket office looks like. So, how do you use a Suica card? Well, you have to charge it with cash. You can do it at the major train stations. Then all you need to do is tap the card on the gate when you enter and leave, like in the next shown clip. And also you can see how much kind of money you have left on your card. By the way, if you land at Narita Airport and you want to have a fast train to Tokyo, you can use the next train. It's only for tourists, and it stops at all major train stations. But don't use the electronic machines. They won't work for this train. We tried it and it didn't work. That was the next train that arrived at Narita Airport. Another thing, children need a special Suica card and a special next card to prove the child's age. Make sure you take your passport with you. So my third tip is to bring your own extension cord from home and your adapter with a Japanese plug, and it looks like this. So you plug your own extension cord to the adapter, and then you can charge many devices like your phone or headphones or a laptop, but don't use too many big devices like laptops or hair dryers, because the adapter can maybe not work anymore or it will break. Voltage in Japan is 100 volts. That is different from Europe and America. Don't worry, your devices like your phone, your tablets or your iPads or a laptop will probably charge without a problem. If you're not sure, check your manual that comes with your device. So my fourth tip is to get an international driving license if you want to rent a car. You can get this one in your own country. Make sure you get this one before you leave. And make sure this one is also valid for Japan. In Japan they are very strict. If you don't have this one, you won't get a car. In Japan there are many toll roads where you have to pay money, but if you get an ETC card installed in your rental car, the toll gates will automatically open for you without paying cash. The money will charge to your credit card. In this video, you will see how the system works.
Continue straight.
Some places far away from the cities, they only accept cash. So make sure you take enough cash with you in your rental car. So for my fifth tip is about the Japanese language. Beware that in Japan, the people that you encounter, even in the big cities, they generally don't speak English. So it's handy that you learn some Japanese. In the major hotels, they generally do speak English. So my sixth tip is about money. Bring lots of it, because Japan is quite expensive. But of course you can find restaurants that's not so expensive, or you can find some food in convenience stores like 7-Eleven. Talking about money, in Japan they use the yen. €1 is about 130 yen. $1 is about 110 yen. You will need to pay cash for the most things that you buy in shops and restaurants. Only a few shops take credit cards. We didn't take any cash with us because in the Netherlands it was quite expensive to change money from euros to yen. But it wasn't a problem because in every 7-Eleven we could just take money out with our bank card. Also, beware that prices in shops are often shown excluding local taxes. As tourists, you need to pay the price with the tax added. In certain shops, you can get the tax back. To do that, you need to go to the service desk. My seventh tip is about getting pocket Wi-Fi. I recommend to use it because it was very useful when we were in Tokyo. In the next picture, you can see what the device looks like. If you go to another country, you can use your own SIM card to connect to the internet, but that can be quite expensive. Typically, people buy a local SIM card because that is cheaper to connect to the internet. But if you are in a group, you can better use a pocket Wi-Fi. The device contains a local SIM card, and everyone in your group can connect to it via Wi-Fi, as long as they stay relatively close to you. We picked ours up at Bangkok Airport, but you can also order it online and pick it up at the airport in Japan. The battery should last the whole day, but don't forget to recharge it overnight. So, my last tip is about tipping. In Japan, you don't have to give a tip in a restaurant. It is frowned upon. So just pay your bill in the restaurant and take your change. That is good for the people who don't like tipping or hates tipping.